Katie, you weren't on a second ago to remind me to record. Okay. So what I like to do
Sorry.
on my Zooms is I like to start them off with shout outs for my team. Personally, if you're a leader on here and you have team members that are on that you would like to shout out or on and you're going to be sharing the video with them later, you are more than welcome to unmute yourself and do so. I love to do that and recognize people for their hard work. So I have a few people in the 400 Club. Some are brand new that started with the $20 promo that I'm super excited about, and some that have been with me. Sorry, I was like running up the stairs away from my children. Okay. So Katie in the 400 Club, she's on here tonight. Also, she is going to be promoting to Emerald this month, so I'm super pumped. She's been working her tail off. Alyssa, she's in the 400 Club. I have Stacy Thistle in the 400 Club. I have Hillary Carter in the 400 Club. I have Laura Frisch in the 400 Club, and I have Leona in the 400 Club. So a lot of these girls are newbies and really have been balls to the wall, just putting their head down, getting to work, and working really, really hard. And I'm going to share what we've been doing with the newbies and some tips that I've given them. Do any leaders that are on have any shout outs for anyone that they have enrolled? Okay. So, Kelly, do you have something?
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say my new DT that signed up this month, she got her 4th customer today.
Nice.
So, yeah. So she's going to be getting her shopping spree. So Alnita is her name, and she's awesome. She's like running like crazy. So
that's awesome. Is she going to be this month or next month?
Yeah, we're going, she's going hard for Ruby. So, we still got time. So no reason why she can't. And then, Franny Snyder, she just got boxed for Ruby. So we'll be shouting that out as well. So yeah, lots of
nice. Did she sign with the $20 promo?
Alnita did. Franny's been in for a little while, but yeah.
Perfect. So. That's exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Awesome. Okay. So who on here, because I can see some of mine, but who on here is a brand new distributor that signed like within the last month or so, or just kind of getting things kicked off? Raise your hand. No. Okay. So I will open this up towards the end for any questions. If you have them, you can check the comment or put it in the chat. And I'll do like a Q&A at the very end. So, okay, I see some new people hopping on. Anyone that's just now hopping on, or if you are brand new, just like raise your hand. Okay. So this month has been a really, really big push. And I know a lot of people have had questions, at least for me, that I've gotten about how I'm getting my new distributors launched and what we are doing as a whole, as a team together, and really getting a lot of volume. I know like Katie and I, for example, we needed beginning of the month over 2,000 in volume, and we're like literally hundreds away at this point. We've been really rocking out host to post. And I know for people that are new, they typically get a little scared or overwhelmed about doing host to post because they don't know what to say. They don't know how to message. It's a little bit scary if they get overwhelmed. But me, myself, I signed over 30 loyal customers last month alone, just doing host to post. That's not including the people that messaged me just from seeing my normal post. So host to post is absolutely huge. Green light messaging. So if you put up a post on your Facebook about the drawing that our teams are doing, and then you send them a message, they're going to post that onto their wall. You're going to get in contact with all of the people that are liking and commenting. You're going to send them friend requests. I prefer to build my network organically that way, just because I know those people that I'm sending friend requests to are already interested in my business and what I have to offer. So that's how I like to grow my network. I don't just have people host a post that comment on that as well. Every single customer that I talk to, whether they purchase or not, if they are potential or they message me and purchase, I ask them if they want to get entered as well. So I just keep that ball rolling. Every single person I come in contact with. I had a girl message me about wraps today. She's not purchasing them yet. I said, that's all right. Do you want to get entered into my giveaway this month? So always keep that ball rolling. Every single person you talk to, if you enroll a customer, Ask them to do the same thing. Just keep it going. Sometimes, I'll be honest, last month was huge for me and Katie as well with Host to Post. I've done some this month and they have not been awesome, but I hit one today that had just one that had over 30 comments and people I've been talking to. Another thing, if you are pushing for volume, upsell. I'm not really just about the sale. So if I post about the cleanse and that's what they're interested, they're ready to go with that. I don't typically leave it at that. And I've talked about this before on some of my other Zooms, is I like to get my customers started on at least 2 to 3 products. Reason why is, what if they get the coffee and they're not a big fan? What if they get the TFX and they're not a huge fan? Whatever it may be, they're going to have at least 1 to 2 other products that they're using. And surely out of, 2 to 3 products, they're going to have one that they're going to fall in love with and continue to be a customer. So if they message me about the cleanse, regardless, I'm going to message them back and say, how much weight are you looking to lose? Do you currently exercise or eat healthy? And do you drink coffee? Every single customer, I don't care what post they comment on, that is the message that they're going to get. We are talking about goals, because I'm not just wanting to sell them the cleanse. I want to know, what are your goals? What are you trying to reach? And weight loss is a very, very personal thing for majority of people. So the fact that they're reaching out to you is huge. And you really want to get personal with them. You want to assure them that you're going to be on this journey with them, which is another reason with customer retention why we want to make sure that we're following up. Jot their name down. You should have a notebook. I have, of course, not next to me, a 5-section notebook. And one section is all my potential loyal customers. One is potential distributors. One is current customers and current distributors. All of those customers, I want to make sure I'm touching base with them, because it's very easy for these people to kind of get lost in the shuffle of Messenger and everything else, especially when you are mass enrolling and doing Host to Post. So you want to really be in touch with them and let them know that you're along with them on this journey. You want to check in. How are you liking this? How are you mixing it? The last thing you want is for them to try the coffee once. It's not maybe mixing right, whatever it may be, them not like it, it's sit on their counter. You don't want that to happen. You want to make sure they're getting good results. You want to cheer them on. You want to celebrate every single win, every pound, whatever it is that they have. And if it's not working, say, you know what? Our bodies are tricky, let's go ahead and see what else we can do for you and what we can change up for the following months. When you show you care, they want to stick with you. So kind of take yourself and your personal sale out of the equation and think about people's goals. So with that being said, I'm really big on upselling. One of my, for example, with that message earlier today, I'll give you a little rundown of how it goes. I have one gal that I talked to today. She answered the questions. How much are you wanting to lose? Do you currently eat healthy or exercise? Are you a coffee drinker? She says, I want to lose at least 45 pounds. I really want to. I like working out. I just don't have the energy. I know she needs the energy. I know she wants the weight loss, and she's already been interested in the TFX. She does drink coffee. So my recommendation going forward is great info. I would start you on the newest product, the ThermoFight X, as well as the Skinny Coffee and Chocolate Greens. So then I give her a little rundown of each of these things. The TFX fires up your metabolism and increases calorie burn tremendously and curbs your appetite. The coffee would be your breakfast and full of healthy fats that turns fat into fuel and will also help keep you full. The chocolate greens you'd add to your coffee, makes it taste like hot chocolate. And I do like the smiley with the heart eyes, Those are your superfoods and daily detox. Every single person I'm selling that to is happy. That's 120 in volume for one. That's 3 different products that she's being given to jumpstart her goals, and all of which are going to help her get there. So that's how I personally do the upsell. If that's not in their budget, for example, I will tell you how I do, for example, how I've upsold the cleanse. I'll just kind of go over a little bit of the verbiage. If you have questions while I'm looking for this, just feel free to ask.
You go to school tomorrow. These all going to go out for your birthday invitations.
Of course, now I can't find it. Hold. Sorry, guys. Just not that organized today. So basically what I send them is if they're interested in the cleanse, they're first-time customer, I'm just going to message them and say, it's giving me a one-time offer, in parentheses, I cannot get it at this price again. It's only available at enrollment to try our skinny coffee and chocolate greens. Tastes like hot chocolate. Do you want to add that on today? That's what I'm going to send them. It's got exclamation points. I am excited, letting them know this is a one-time offer. I will not be able to get it for you again at this price. A lot of people are jumping at that as well. That's the Mocha Dream. For those of you that don't know, the Mocha Dream is an add-on item. And if you're going to do that for them, you have to go to your website, not through eSweeps, and enter that order. It will pop out as they're going through the checkout. So upselling has been huge for me. It's been huge for my team. It's a great way to fulfill volume and kind of hit on all the aspects for the customer as well. There are other things. Sometimes I talk about the triple threat. The triple threat isn't really 3 specific items. It's just 3 items. So whether they want to do the TFX, I get them on the keto energy and maybe the ketones if they're not into coffee, or something like that where I try and get them on 3 products. They already know going into it, if I am speaking to them about a triple threat or posting about a triple threat, they already know it's going to be about 3 products, if that makes sense. So, and again, it's giving them 3 options. Let's see here. Okay, do you guys have any questions at all about anything that I've gone over? Are you struggling with host post? Are you struggling with sealing the deal through conversations? Remember, this is like our little safe space all together as a team. So there's no question that you can possibly ask that we haven't heard or we haven't experienced. So if you have questions, it would be a really good time.
I still struggle with the host to post, the wording and everything, and then getting any responses.
From people posting them for you?
Yeah.
I had that. I had like 5 of those this week, and it was super frustrating. Super frustrating. I think that you'll hit one that is going to keep you messaging all the live long day, and there's nothing else that you can possibly fit into your schedule. I've literally had the worst luck this month with host to post, which is unusual for me. Sometimes it's people's networks. What I do is I will go back to the post. I will add a before and after picture, usually a day later is what I will do. But another thing, if you're not getting a lot of love on the posts that say who wants to enter my giveaway, start going into your messenger. If you're not familiar with Greenlight messaging, I'll show you what that is, where you go into your messenger and at the bottom, it shows the people that are active. You click on that.
I usually do that in the evening time.
Yep, and shoot them a message and say, hey, got a question for you. They're going to say, what's your question? And then you say, whatever. Like, we have scripts for all of that. If you don't have them, message me, let me know, and I'll get them to you because we have a few different ones. The TFX, the cleanse, and hair, skin, and nails is huge. When I do my hair, skin, and nails post, I'm not selling them just hair, skin, and nails. I'm getting them on collagen as well. So I do have scripts for that, but keep at it. That's the only thing I can say is consistency is key. Keep messaging, asking people to host a post for you. Just keep on doing it. If you send out 10 messages and you're not either getting a response that they will do it for you, or you're not getting a lot of response on the host a post, message 20. I've probably messaged in the last 2 days about 100 people.
Okay. Now, another one I'm having is like I will talk to people all day long, answer tons and tons of questions, but then they're like, I'll get back to you. I'll give them a few days, sometimes a week, depending on who it is. And then it's like ghosting, which I know happens, but it's happening way too often. So I don't know how am I going to change that.
I sent out, so I did host post last month, right? Signed over 30 customers from it. I messaged in follow-ups yesterday alone, 73. 73 people read my message and never responded when I reached out to them from the host post. You know how frustrating that is? But it's also not about me. I want them to start when they're ready. That's the frustrating part because we've all got goals, right? We're all pushing for volume. We're pushing for bonuses, promotions, whatever. But the fortune is in the follow-up. Imagine, like, I can't even wrap my head around if half of those people end up getting back to me and signing within the next 2 months. So follow-up is key, and it's 100% a part of our business. A lot of our business is going to come from that. Most people do not become a customer or a distributor the first time you reach out, or even within the first 3 to 5. You know what I mean? And some people are not comfortable saying that they're broke and they can't afford it. So they ghost you, especially after answering your questions and finding out how much things cost too. So keep that in mind. Just let them know I am here for you whenever you're ready to place your order. When I do my follow-ups, I'm so simple about it. If it's about being a customer, hey, I'm getting orders in for this today. Or I'm getting orders in today, you ready to get yours placed? That's it. If they're a follow-up for the coffee, I let them know I've got an amazing promo going on today that you know they're interested in the coffee. Do they want to take advantage of it? That's when I'm going to do the Mocha Dream. Sell them 1 bag for $39, add on the Mocha Dream. Where they can get the greens for $10 basically by doing so. So that's what I'm doing when I do my follow-ups. Stay super, super consistent with it. I have gotten a lot of questions about social media. My biggest tip when I go through people's posts or they say, hey, can you go love on my post? Or hey, can you check out my page? There's a couple of things. Sometimes there's a lot of oversharing. And by that, I mean of like those viral Facebook videos or ads for recipes or things like that. Save those to a collection in the saved folder and don't share them on your public page. If you find a leader that you like to follow that inspires you, or you like their page, or you like their posts, go check out their page. And then I want you to go back to your page and I want you to scroll and ask yourself, is it bright? Is it clean? Is it inviting? Is it a space that you want to stay in? Do you want to continue scrolling on their page? Are you interested? My things for social media is your page should consist of 5 things that describe you as a person. That's what your page should be. If your page is just sharing a bunch of Facebook stuff, there's no way for people to get to know you as a person. People will join you as a customer or a distributor when they can trust you and when they feel like they know you. So my page, for me, my 5 things is my kids, my husband, my pets. I think I'm funny, so I post funny things, you know, but I feel like when you go to my page, you get to know me. People tag me in like Olive Garden breadstick memes and Target things all of the time. And that lets me know that people know me. They're getting to know things that I like and things that I'm interested in and whatnot. So your personal posts should really be just that. So I alternate with my team. We alternate posts. I have been, for my newbies, I've been sharing literally a daily task list of a posting schedule with actual posts, what they should be sharing every 2 hours. Your first post of the day is a personal post, whether it's about your kids not getting ready fast enough for school, whatever it is, that's your personal post. That post should be what allows people to see who you are and to get to know you. Then you've got to throw in the business or product. Then you've got to throw something that maybe will get some interaction on your page. I do interaction posts probably 3 times a week. So 3 out of 7 days, I'm doing something that's going to get people interacting on my page. Your next post, when we say a personal post, not just your page flooded with quotes. Your personal posts are, what is something about me that is interesting? And don't say there's nothing, because I'm the most boring person that you could possibly imagine. Like, I sit at home, I'm a hermit. Okay. So there's something about you that is interesting, whether you like Target, whether you really like cooking. Maybe you cook really good. I hate to cook. People know that about me, but maybe you're bomb in the kitchen and post a picture of your dinner with recipes. People are super into that, you know? Maybe makeup is something that you're into and posting a good find, you know, or a brand that you're really into and why. And just those personal posts are what needs to draw people into you as a person. So that is one of my biggest tips. Some people struggle with content and using a lot of other people's. I never care if people use my post, but what I will say is always be sharing your personal testimony and your personal pictures along the way as well, because they want to know that you're using the products. If you are on here and you do not yet have your kit, it doesn't even matter. Use other pictures. I was sharing with, I think it was my team earlier, because some kits have been delayed. When I started, I signed during a promo. The kits were on back order, you guys. Then mine got lost in the mail. I didn't get my business kit until I hit Ruby. 2 months. Okay. So I was able to promote to Ruby and have distributors and have customers without having my kit. So if you're waiting on your kit, knock it off and get to work and get to posting, because you're missing out right now if you're not. So don't wait on that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Get in people's messenger in one way or another, because the weight of messenger with Facebook algorithm is huge. So a lot of us, at least for me, every single morning, I'm wishing happy birthdays. I don't do it on people's Facebook pages though. I want to be in their messenger. So it's a personal message to them, not just happy birthday. I'm wishing a wonderful day, have any plans, or whatever it is. It's not just happy birthday. I'm getting in people's messenger because it boosts your algorithm. Interacting is key. At least 5 minutes prior to posting, interact on Facebook. Make sure you are interacting. Go through and like and comment. If you find the urge to like a post, find something about it to comment on, because that will help boost your algorithm. When Facebook sees, okay, so Kelly and Katie like to talk to each other, we're going to show them more of each other's stuff. So if you do that prior to posting, you will notice a boost. I can almost guarantee, if you are not interacting much on social media other than with your sidelines and other people in the business and the typical 15 to 20 people you've always interacted with, you're probably not going to see much of a boost on your Facebook. So when people say, I'm interacting, but is it with the same 20 people? So make sure that you are doing that. One thing that I do like to do, at least from my phone, you can do this, is there's the menu at the bottom. I click on that and it pulls up most recent. I'm going to click on that. Those are the newest. There you go. It's going to pull up the most recent posts in my newsfeed. So a lot of times when you're on your feed, right, it's showing you all the people that you typically interact with, because that's what Facebook has been told. When I pull up most recent, it's everyone who's posted recently. So I like to go through that and interact as well. Go through stories at least once a day, if not every other day, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday kind of a thing, and interact in stories. So don't just read them, but maybe type something up, like a little message or a comment about the picture or something. Be thoughtful about it. Facebook Lives are huge, or even just videos. We have a gal on our team, Angie, who's been rocking it out with videos. She has not done lives, but she records videos. So if you're new or maybe you're nervous on lives, I still get hella nervous when I do lives, like shaking, sweaty. It's ridiculous. And I've been doing this almost 3 years. But do a recording where you can actually write down like bullet points that you want to go over in your video, and then you can just delete it and start over, and delete it and start over, whatever, you know what I mean? So lives or posting videos is really huge. One of my favorite videos that used to get me a lot of interaction, I should probably do that soon, and I challenge all of you, if you have them on hand, to do it on Friday, is a Fat Fighter video. If you have Fat Fighters on hand, do a demo of how the Fat Fighters work. So you'll take a glass of water and a cap full of like vegetable oil, and you'll pour it in top. I would have the Fat Fighter tablets, you use 2 of them, pre-crushed. You'll pour those on top of that, and you literally watch it kind of grab the fat and suck and like go down to the bottom. It's super crazy. It's a really fun demo for people to see. So that's a fun video to do. It's pretty easy. It can be pretty quick. You can record it or go live with it, whichever works. Let me see if there's any other comments in here. Okay, and being consistent with your Facebook posts. You cannot possibly, I'm going to be really blunt, you cannot be taken seriously if you're posting once a day or if you're not even posting every other day. You just will not be consistent. People are going to reach out to people that they are seeing posting, being excited and sharing about the products in the business every single day. You have to be consistent. I cannot stress it enough. Have to be every single day. At least 3 posts a day, in my opinion. If you don't post all that much, I would recommend you're posting 6 to 7 times a day in whole, okay? But you're flip-flopping. It's a personal post, it's a product or business. It's a personal, it's a product or business. So at least 3 product/business posts per day, at least. Then do stories. Add them in your stories and add them to, like, make it a poll. Does everyone know how to do that? Are you familiar with the stories on Facebook and how to make them a poll? Okay, I'm going to go over this really quick, the best that I can here. Okay, so you have your little face up here at the top for stories, okay? Let me find a picture. I have one I'm going to use. Let me find it. Okay, so like here's a hair model one that I'm going to put up. So I have an image that I'm going to use. You can do before and afters. You can make your own image, like looking for hair models, whatever you want. At the top, there's this thing that looks like a little like square. You're going to click on that. And then it gives you an option right there that says poll. So I'm going to click on that. You can then click on, like, I don't just leave it to say yes or no. It's going to say interested, or it's going to say like send me info, or I want this. 2 positives. It's never going to be a yes or no. Do that. People can vote on it. You get notified. It only stays for 24 hours. It only stays for 24 hours to make sure that you go through and check it. You can also do the same exact thing on your Instagram as well. But add personal stuff in your stories just the same as you would on your Facebook page. Because if all people are seeing is business, people want and need to get to know you as well. Angie, I'm glad that you're on because I just gave you a shout out for your killer videos that you do.
Oh, well, thank you.
So if you guys should, if you're curious about what she's done, because she's done, I think 2 or 3 now about the business, go to her page when we hop off and just go take a look. Hold, my kids are knocking. I'll just give them all the M&Ms that they want while I'm doing this to keep them busy. So stories are huge. Start doing polls. I noticed that on any given day, I will have 50 to 80 viewers on my stories. You can also message all of those people. So say you have 20 people and they haven't voted on a poll or anything like that, but you've seen that they can see your story. Message them and say, hey, I saw that you saw my story today. Have you been interested in trying the product or a product or whatever it is? It gives you kind of an in to message them as well and get in people's messenger. So that would be my tip for doing stories, Facebook and Instagram. Anyone have any questions so far?
I don't have a question, but Alyssa jumped on, so she missed the shout out. I know that you have it recorded.
Yes.
But how she's in the, do you want to say it, or she knows she's in the 400 club already?
Yeah. I was just shouting you out for doing so. One of our newbies that signed with the $20 promo, and girl's killing it right now, just about boxed for Ruby, right?
Yeah, almost.
1 DT away. It's nuts. This girl is fire, man.
Thank you.
Angie's on fire. She's got a team that is running and rolling distributors like nobody's business. I'm so pumped. So for my new team members, I'm having everybody download the Connect app, do a little bit of the training in there. I'm helping them with their first couple posts. Day 1 is really just, it's going to be your why. But this isn't, I prefer people to share it with a selfie or something to that effect. This is your why. Why are you starting? And this is a post about getting super, super vulnerable. I've shared this on my previous call as well. You can't be afraid to really put out there what your financial struggles are. You are joining a business to make money for a reason, right? Otherwise, you would be a customer. So put that out there. I think for a lot of people, their fear is putting out there that they are struggling financially. But understand this, everybody is. I mean, majority of people are struggling. You know, you see people's timelines. It's interesting. My husband was sharing with me, a close friend of ours, that his wife just got promoted. They just had 2 kids. He has a fantastic job. And they're literally on the verge of losing their home. You would not know this based off their social media feed.
Yeah.
You would not know this based off of my husband hanging out with them literally on a weekly basis. You would not know this. People's struggles are real, they exist, and they can relate. So whether you are putting that in your why, or you are new and you're not really raking in the money quite yet, share your why on a regular basis. So you are talking about where you are going, what this business is doing. I know some of the feedback I get is I'm nervous to put up a business post because I'm not where I want to be yet. That is in your own head. And you have to get out of your own way when it comes to talking to people about this business, because nobody knows where you are at in this business yet except for you. When I started, I got really nervous about talking to people I didn't know. I stayed in my warm market. And my husband put it to me like this: if you were a black diamond in this business making $1 million a year, or maybe you were a diamond making $2,000 a year, would you care if people said no? I said, no, I wouldn't. I would move on to the next because I know what I have my hands on. But you're the only person that knows that. So you have to be able to get out of your own way, get out of your own head, and share your journey with people. If you're not where you want to be, you're not going to get there faster by not sharing, by not opening up and letting people in. So make sure that, your business post can be as simple as talking about, I'm so excited what this business is going to do for me, what it's going to allow me to do, whether it's pay off debt, whether it's putting food on the table, making sure that your kids are able to get a hot lunch at school. That is relatable stuff. I know a lot of people look side to side and look at leaders and think about, well, it's easy for them to get distributors because they make $6,000 a month and they put that on their social media. If you talk to any one of them, I guarantee you, because I've heard it on trainings with them, I've heard it by talking to them personally, it's actually not easier. People are not looking at them as struggling and making it. They're looking at their highlight reel and seeing what they're making. And people cannot wrap their mind around a 6-figure paycheck working from their phone. It's not that relatable. If you are sharing about the fact that you got to fill up your gas tank, or you got to go to Target and not hide that money from your husband, those are things that are relatable 100%. I saw a thread in a mom's group of a girl had posted, anybody ever get cash back at the grocery store? So their husband on their bank statement thinks that they spent $50 more than they did, but they used that 50 and went and got stuff that they wanted and kept it from their spouse. That's real life stuff. There were over 200 comments about people who do that, you guys. I'm like, y'all are nuts, but people do that. They, their husband doesn't want them spending money on Starbucks. So they were getting cash back to buy themselves a Starbucks gift card so they could keep it from their spouse. That is real life stuff. It sounds funny, but it's true. People struggle. So don't be afraid to put that out there and just talk about, it's been a rough year, it's been a rough couple of years, or as a single mom, this is what this is going to do for me, or whatever it is. Share your why every single day and where you're going. It will interest people. I can promise you that. Okay. Any questions or comments so far? Anything I have not touched on that anyone is curious about? Y'all are quiet tonight. Okay. That's it.
Hey, I've got something, Tanya.
Uh-huh.
So Connect app, I have got to get on that because I haven't been doing it because I'm a little bit intimidated. I don't know why I am, but I am. Is there, I know there's several trainings out there, but are you guys using that like on a daily basis and using that for,
The only
what
thing
are you using it for mostly?
personally, and it's funny because I'm in the top leader chat with Brandon and Denise Walsh, and so we've been able to do like the shopping lists, which has been fun. I've done a handful of them,
Yeah.
but I'm not as comfortable with it. And I'm pretty tech savvy and whatnot, but I'm like,
Yeah, and so am I. That's why I'm like, why am I so like weird with this?
I don't know. I think it's changed, to be honest. I go through my messenger and that's how I do my follow-ups and things like that. I
Yeah.
think it's just something that's different. I do want to get very comfortable with it over the next month and probably do a Zoom on it. But that's pretty much it, to be honest. I do all my follow-ups through Facebook. That's how I'm keeping track.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, me too. I know. Katie, you use it a lot. Is Katie on here? She uses it a lot, I think.
Do you use it a lot, Katie? Where'd she go?
Did we lose her?
I'm here. Sorry, I was texting.
Oh.
Well, no, I mean, I guess a little bit, but this I can't really say because I know that we don't all have access to everything. I'm just gonna mute myself. I can't talk about it.
What? Why?
Why?
I'm talking about the shopping list thing.
Oh yeah, I haven't used that either.
Yeah,
I
so
just
have
decided
I don't know.
I was gonna wait until it comes out for everybody. I'm like, I can't figure this out.
Truthfully, I can't figure out still how to send it in Messenger, send the shopping list in Messenger, but I just copy the link to the shopping list and send it to him that way. I'm like, I can't. I'm going to work on that.
Yeah. Okay.
One of
It's
the
all about
last
copy and
things.
pasting.
Huh?
It's all about copy and pasting. That's the only reason why I don't know how to do it any other way.
I'm telling you what. So I know we talked about consistency with posting, right? And I'm going to touch on this last thing real quick is growing your network. So a lot of us grow our network through doing host to post, but it's definitely not the only way. A simple way that you can do it. I don't typically add through suggested friends, that like pops up across the bottom. But one way that you can grow your network is simply by, say you have 5 people that you are wishing a happy birthday to that morning. Go to their page, then go to their friends, and then scroll through where it says like suggested on their friends list. That is a way that you can grow your network. If you are not comfortable with that, you better be rocking out host to post, because here's the thing. Facebook shows only about 10% of your friends list what you are posting. So if you've got, say, 200 friends, figure 20 are seeing what you're posting. You've got to increase your numbers, or you are always talking to the same exact market and network of people. You're going to stay in your warm market, you're going to burn it out, and then you're going to be lost. And you're going to be following up with the same 20 people over and over and over. You have to grow your network. I know that there is a little bit of concern for some people that are starting that are not really wanting to grow their network. And I will tell you, when I first started, when my upline put out my welcome post, and there was like 30 of It Works reps messaging me and adding me. And I was like, whoa, put the brakes on, don't know you. This is my personal space, right? And I messaged my upline and I'm like, I'm just not doing this. I was very, very resistant to growing my network, but you have to. If you are not going to do parties, you're not going to blitz, you're not going to go and do events, how else are you going to work your network, your business? If you're going to do parties, that's great. If you're going to go to events, that's great. If you're going to blitz people when you're out talking, that's amazing. But you are missing a massive amount of business if you are not utilizing social media. It is where it's at. I have probably signed 10 customers in almost 3 years just from blitzing and talking to people when I'm out and about. And I have nearly 800 customers right now. That is social media. That is the power of social media. It's where it's at. I don't care what age group you are in. You are missing out if you are not utilizing social media and growing your network. I started this business with 200 friends, which were mainly high school friends and my family, my cousins, things like that, to almost 3,000 right now. And I took a very long break from adding people. Okay. But my business has grown. My interaction has grown. You have to be utilizing it. You just have to. You have to get over it. You have to get over it at some point. I have 2 kids. I have a husband. They have activities that they're in. I'm insanely busy. Parties are not happening for me. I love them, but I won't make the time for them, if that makes sense. So social media is where I'm going to grow my business. You have to kind of take it for what it is. You have to grow. I would say probably at least adding close to 100 people a week. But if you're not comfortable going through, like I said, the suggested friends, you better be rocking host to post like nobody's business. Trying to think of what else. Katie, do you know if I'm missing anything? Or anyone else? Is there anything that, whether you're hearing from your team or questions that anybody on here that you have that you're struggling with?
Okay, hold on. I do have something.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you covered the whole consistency thing because I'm pretty sure everyone knows that I'm like a beast when it comes to stuff like that. But what I do think is, since there are so many people coming on, that it's important that we all stay connected. I'm sure we all have like our separate, chats or whatnot, but I think it's really important to have that immunity. And like, I feel like shout outs, you guys see me stalking your pages and showing love. And I really think that that's huge. I mean, I don't know who said it at conference, but recognition, goes a long way. And, we want to do shout outs for everyone, you know what I mean? But in order to do that, in order to add you to pages, you have to accept our friend request.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing, it's like, we want to, support everybody, just like we're supported. Like yesterday, I got a shout out from Lacey, who's on the whole other side of the spectrum from our team, for me, like basically stalking you guys and showing love. So, I mean, that felt good. I mean, that feels sometimes even better than getting a customer. I mean, I'm money motivated, but that was nice too,
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just really important that we all stay together as a whole, one team, one mission, so I think that's super important.
It is.
That's all.
And you really kind of got to get on the energy bus, if that makes sense. Like, I really like to keep my team fired up. I have a private chat with my team, and it's really encouraging. We definitely post in there. If we put up like an amazing post, like that was really good and no one liked it, we're going to go show love on it. That's what we do. We keep the energy going. We shout out every single loyal customer enrollment, every single distributor enrollment. We are shouting it out because every single one is something to celebrate. Every single one of them. So community is super important. I don't personally accept friend requests from people that are not in my direct downline, but I love to follow other people. I love to help other people in terms of like their Facebook algorithm. If people are sharing in a chat that they need, a post boosted, or can people go comment? I absolutely love to help in that way. Me personally, I have a few sidelines. These are people that I have really connected with. Like Kelly Kane's not in my downline, but her and I are friends on Facebook. The reason why I don't, and I'd rather just have people follow me and interact in team pages, is because if I add 150 people from the team wide, whatever, on my Facebook, that's all I see. You want to keep your network open for your potentials. You want to see who you're interacting with. So I might, and this probably sounds really bad, I don't do this to my direct team, but I do this to sidelines. I will accept them as a friend on Facebook, and I want to see their posts, and I do go interact with them. But I do click the unfollow button, and it's not a personal choice. But if you scroll through your Facebook feed right now and you see at least 5 It Works posts, you better start unfollowing. You're still friends with them, but you are not following them because you are clogging up your interaction time. Is nothing but It Works people. That's what you're seeing in your feed. When you go and unfollow, you're going to see a new Facebook feed, if that makes sense. So Don't take it personally if I don't, because I get a lot. But if your posts are public, I don't mind showing some love on them. It's not, like I said, it's not a personal thing. It's strictly a business thing. That's just how I do.
There's someone in the chat that commented something about
Okay,
sealing the
thank
deal
you.
and yeah.
Okay. I don't know who that was. Okay. When it comes to sealing the deal, I do, for the most part, honestly. It got really dark in here. Let me go turn my lights on. Hold on. Okay, when it comes to sealing the deal, don't get, I guess, what we call like diarrhea of the mouth. You don't want to give them like all the information, because I'm not going to read it all. If you sent like a long paragraph, would you read it all? Like, it's a lot to take in. People really just want the basics. You're not going to seal the deal with every single person every single time. You have to trust the process. You have to know that that's just the way that it is. But instead of getting discouraged, like, oh, I just spent 20 minutes talking to this person, they didn't sign up. You need to switch that mindset to, I'm so pumped about this new potential customer. It's a total mindset shift. You've got to be excited about the conversations that you're having, whether they do or not. I'm not sure who said that. For the people that say that it is a scam or they delete you and block you, welcome to it. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it's going to happen. There are some people who cannot wrap their mind around what direct sales and network marketing is. I compare it to Mary Kay back in the day. Some people still call that a scam. I don't really care. I just move along. If that's how you feel about it, quite frankly, I'm glad you're off my feed. So it's really a mindset shift, and you've got to learn just how to not care about those people and know that what you're doing is for you. It is for your family. And we would not still be in business after 20 years and getting the testimonies that we have if this business was a scam. So there's some things I think that need to be a mental block, especially if you're new and you catch a lot of heat. I don't personally, but most people know I'm pretty blunt and rough around the edges. So I don't really have people coming at me calling what I do a scam. But I don't take any crap either, I guess. I'll delete and block them myself. I don't care. Family, friends, it doesn't matter to me. When it comes to sealing the deal, it's really going to matter about your verbiage. The things that I stay away from, I do not use the word loyal customer, and I do not use the word commitment. Those are words I stay 100% away from when I message. If someone says, what is the price for the cleanse? It's normally $65, but my perk point customers get it for $36. Great. What's a perk point customer? Perk customer is blah, 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 blah. And I'll pull up a script if anyone wants to jot it down just to see. I am super duper straight to the point. I will find one that I did today. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so we went over the product. She said that's wonderful. I'll take it all. So this was my worded. This is the one for the TFX, the coffee, and the chocolate greens. It's normally $65 for the TFX, but for this it's $36. The coffee is $130. That's what it was for the 2 bags, I think. For this it's $78, and the chocolate greens $55, but for this $35. As a Perk Point customer, I give you my personal discount. It's a free program. All you have to do is order one product now, any product that you want, one in March, one in April. I will also give you access to my free app with daily recipes and workouts. And go over the fact that they get to earn. That's not a good one. I don't like that one. Hold on. That one was really confusing because she asked other questions. I'm going to go over my exact message. Let me find it again. My bad. Okay. So I messaged this when she was interested in the thermal fight. Okay, great. So for all of my new perk point customers, it's only 36. In parentheses, normally 65. Membership fee for doing a 90-day challenge. I waive the $50 membership fee for doing a 90-day challenge. We ship it once a month for 3 months. You can change what you get month to month if you want, which is super fun. You get the discounted price, perk points, like Kohl's Cash, and we get you crushing your goals. Sound good? They say yes. You say, awesome. This is what I need to get your order placed. That's it. It is straight to the point. They want the price, and then this is how I explain the perk point customer program. Get their information. I mean, I do seal the deal a lot one time, but I have a ton of follow-ups, you guys. But keeping it really straight and to the point when you are talking with people. Either if you're in my downline, if you're on my team, you should be sending me screenshots of every conversation that you have. Every single conversation, or whoever enrolled you. If they're not available, reach out to me. Send me screenshots. I walk you through every single conversation and how we seal the deal. If your upline is on here, I would highly recommend sending them screenshots as well so they can walk you through the conversations. Keep things simple. People do not want all of the details. Honestly, most people ask a lot of questions because they think that they need to, quite frankly. So people go to Walmart and buy all kinds of like weight loss stuff right off the shelf and don't stand there and find like a Walmart representative to ask questions. So people think that they should. They really don't care that much. So that's what I have for that. Keep it short and sweet. Are there any other questions at all, or anything anyone wants me to touch on real quick, or anything anyone wants to add? What's been working for them?
No.
We're all good?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to stop the recording.